Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is your resident movie maniac back with another deep dive into the cinematic universe of horror. Today we are talking about a film that, let me be honest, made me do a double take when I first heard the title. Marshmallow, released this year, 2025, and it's a sci-fi horror flick, and trust me, it's anything but soft and fluffy. I mean, Marshmallow. When I saw that title on my release schedule, my brain went, okay, is this a heartwarming animated film about a, cute dessert? A whimsical rom-com with a confectionery theme? No. It is from director Daniel DelPurgatorio, I don't know if I've said that right, and of course writer Andy Grzesiak, and I think I said that completely wrong, but stay with me. And believe me, they are not here to bake cookies, they are here to give you nightmares. Nightmares that taste faintly of vanilla and pure dread. And I've got to give you a bit of a spoiler warning now, because this film does come with quite the twist. So if you don't want to know anything about any of the twists and the turns, then please stop watching now. Go and watch the movie and come back. The film kicks off with 12-year-old Morgan, played with incredible nuance by Kai Lawrence. Now, he has been through something unspeakably traumatic that happens at the start of the movie, and to help him heal, his mum ends up shipping him off to Camp Almar, an eerie rustic summer camp nestled deep in the woods. The kind of place where it always feels like the 1980s, no matter what the decade. Now, when Morgan gets to this summer camp, straight away something just feels off. I mean, there are friendly counselors, some quirky campers, a few little bullies there as well, and some awkward campfire stories, but there's also the Doctor, a whispered legend among campers. Supposedly, he snatches kids who wanders off in the middle of the night. Now, when Morgan and his newfound friends, they end up, sneaking out one night, they end up stumbling into something way worse than just a ghost story. What follows is sort of part monster movie, part conspiracy thriller, and part tech-fueled morality play. The kids discover that Camp Almar isn't really about hiking or canoeing or even self-discovery. It's about a covert scientific program designed to recreate dead children, yes, you heard that right, dead children, using advanced synthetic biology and memory imprints. Yes, you heard me right. So they're basically trying to resurrect children using science, and Morgan is deeply tangled in this web. And I really want to take a moment now to talk about Q Lawrence, who plays Morgan, because you may remember him from, Beautiful Boy or This Is Us. Now, he carries the movie with a quiet intensity that feels mature beyond his age. I mean, his portrayal of Morgan is never melodramatic. He's wide-eyed but skeptical, scared but not passive. You've also got Georgia Wingham, who brings this layered vulnerability as Rachel, a counsellor trying to balance camp safety with an increasing suspicion that they're all in way over their heads. Meanwhile, we've also got Corbin Burson, who delivers a delightfully sinister performance as Roy, the camp's head honcho, with serious secret villain energy. Now, the director of this movie is, he's impressively confident for a first-time feature filmmaker. He doesn't rely on jump scares. Instead, he does build that tension beautifully, slowly turning the screws until you're not sure what's real and what's part of the camp's eerie illusion. Visually, the film balances nostalgic Americana with sterile high-tech horror. One moment you're watching kids toast marshmallows, and then, the next you're inside a cold, underground laboratory where things are blinking, hissing, and whispering your name. I have seen plenty of summer camp horror movies, and I absolutely love them. It's a proper guilty pleasure of mine, but this one really stands out for me. It doesn't have that over-the-top cheesy moments. Instead, we are thrown into a very dark story that really does keep you gripped until the very end. And there are a lot of really chaotic moments in this film, and I just loved the sound effects and the soundtracks that they used to create that sense of chaos and dark moments. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like 28 Days Later, when the zombies are running and you got the chaotic music in the background. Also, a lot of summer camp horror movies are very predictable, whereas this one is not predictable at all. It really kept me guessing from start to finish of where the storyline was going. And there are some pretty harrowing moments too, especially the scene where you got this kid, CJ. He's like a proper bully in this film. Well, he ends up pushing Morgan into the lake to basically drown, and then he goes over and beats up some other kid while, you know, when they challenge CJ, like, what are you doing? And then Morgan's just there in the water fighting for his life because he cannot swim, and at the same time we are watching this bully CJ punch this kid in the face on the ground about 20-30 times in the face. There's blood. It was brutal and it was very intense. Now, beneath its horror hybrid shell, Marshmallow is a surprisingly thoughtful film. It asks, what makes us human? If you could bring your child back from the dead, would you? And I kind of feel most people would say yes, but would you bring your child back even if they weren't quite the same? Deep down, it is a film about grief and parental guilt, and also the dangerous allure of technological solutions to emotional pain. Think of Pet Sematary meets Ex Machina. And not only that, guys, just when you think you figured out where it's going, it throws in this killer final act that's more emotional than you'd expect. And also, just before those credits roll, another final twist is thrown into the mix, turning the whole storyline on its head, and you literally, like, you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh shit, and maybe this is setting things up for a possible sequel, because I kind of feel I'm here for it. I would be up for a sequel. So Marshmallow premiered at Panic Fest 2025, and it literally cleaned house with the awards. I mean, it won Best Feature, Best Director, and also Audience Choice, and critics and fans alike praised its originality, comparing it to sort of like to genre death-defying hits like The Babadook and also The Cabin in the Woods and Donnie Darko. So that on its own, guys, should just speak volumes to you right now. I do feel that this film has gone slightly under the radar, you know, with the before the release. I don't remember seeing any trailers for this, and it's really surprised me on how brilliant this movie is. I absolutely loved it, and I even loved the opening scene. Oh my god, that was awesome as well. It was pretty messed up on its own, so make sure you're prepared for that one, but it will hook you immediately, that opening scene. So yeah, brilliant. Anyway, I am gonna give Marshmallow a very well deserved rating of 8.8 out of 10. Honestly, guys, make sure you put this movie on your list of films to watch this year. You really need to see it if you are a horror fan. You will not regret it. Okay then, guys, that is a wrap. Thank you all for stopping by today. Make sure you do smash that subscribe button and stay safe out there. I'll see you all in my next video.